Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Commanders coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each.
Okay, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Let's go!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 13. He's able to find Melton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. On 1st down, Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on the... Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball.
And got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Taken down at the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to back. For him, and it's another first down.
It's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Mitchell again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing the out.
fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Try here for the extra point. It's good.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Good. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments. The time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team.
Elect to bring it out here from the
and
end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as a lead.
Here we go. Come on, 38.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion. That'll bring up a second down in just a couple. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up,
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right back to him on first down. And space tough to come by there, so he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Right side to Watson.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and...
Diving for the end zone. And the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Pardon me, not often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Now a full right side taken in here to start this drive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Drill, 52. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down the middle.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's...
Let's go. Watch out now.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And after the good gain last play, this time they say,
as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they did it, the Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.